Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. Time for another episode of Bedtime Baseball. We are back in ranked seasons. There's a brand new season starting just yesterday. We are at 4-1 currently on the current season, and we're sitting at 720. After episode 1, a couple people told me that they actually fell asleep during the video. So if this video helps you fall asleep or the last video helped you fall asleep, let me know in the comments. We're sitting at 720 in the rating, which means I'm not sure if this game's going to be on Hall of Fame or All-Star. I'm going to guess this one will be on All-Star. I don't have my All-Star lineup in here. This is my Hall of Fame lineup. We could run into some trouble like we did last night when we finally played our first loss. And in that loss, we had a bunch of lineouts, played in a big ballpark, and I feel like there are much more lineouts with this kind of lineup on All-Star versus the Joey Gallo types that just have a bunch of power. On the 0-2 count to Yelich, he was not expecting a fastball. We end up blowing it right by him. Couple of lineouts for him on the inning. We get out of the first unscathed. Time for some runs. We're sporting the new Milk and Cookies bat skin. We had the pizza bat skin for quite a while, but it was time to move on. It's the top of the wall for Trout over the head of Willie Mays. We will stay at second base. Very good start to the game for us. Willie Mays pops up to the third baseman with a runner on third. Not good, not good. Cody Bellinger back below 400 as well. A lot of these guys have been over 400 like Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger. Some of these guys are starting to drop just a touch. High and deep for Bellinger. We were right on that baseball. Let's take a look at this feedback, folks. Beautiful, amazing, fantastic. And the final guy who was up over 400. Honest Wagner. Doing a little too much of this lately. Line out to left. No runs so far. High and deep for JT Realmuto. Always the guy when he comes up. I'm never expecting much out of him, but he always comes through. Always comes through. Last night we had a game with 6 RBI from none other than Cy Young himself. He hit a 2-run single with the bases loaded and a grand slam. High and deep for Matthews, low and away, he pulls it, and that's going to be a home run. Mike Trout gets on base, and Eddie Matthews knocks him home. After a pop-up from Konerko, I think he's starting to learn that I'm basically willing to swing at everything. We may not get too much to hit going forward. Absolute laser to center field, caught by Willie Mays. We are out of the inning, but we do put up 3 runs. Hanging curve. Actually had decent feedback that time. And smart move to go back to first. He will have runners on the corners. Only the 1 out. Hard hit to center field. He's going to score that run. We're going to see if he can... Oh, that ball gets over Mike Trout's head. Arenado's going for it. Strong arm at shortstop. He will be safe. That miscue in center field for me does end up paying off for him. Takes the fastball down the middle. We still have not located any pitches well in this game. After what happened yesterday with Cy Young, we are not walking the bases loaded for the pitcher. Not a chance. Maybe we should have walked the bases loaded for the pitcher. And the pitcher is up. He may be taking him out. He had warmed up the bullpen last inning. Now an opportunity to drive in some runs. Let's see what he's got for me. Garrett Cole does have a good swing. He's keeping him in. And we're hanging more pitches. Softly hit to first. For the out. We do blow the lead. It is 3-3. High and deep for Sandberg. That ball's gone. High and deep to right center now for Honest Wagner. We're going to take 2 for sure. Willie Mays in right center there. We will be staying right there with JT, the man who already hit a home run, coming up next. We may have to stay at third here. Willie Mays was not playing too deep on JT, so runners on the corners. Lefty Grove up to bat. He does give me the opportunity to pinch hit if I would like. I elect not to, so I appreciate that to the opponent. And that will not get knocked down at second base. Lefty Grove drives in the run. First and second, nobody out. Hard hit past the line. We will drive in the runner. And again, first and second, nobody out. So we do get the runs right back. It's 3-6. Ground ball to first base. He does tag the runner. Pump fake to first base. That guy's going to be safe, but he does get the one out. Willie Mays gets it through the infield. I think most of my hits this inning have been not necessarily softly hit, but they have been going through the infield on some unlucky plays for him. Canerco just missed a home run. 1-2 count to Canerco, 2 runners on. And another hard hit ball through the infield. We are hitting these balls pretty decent, but not quite line drives. Good pitches to start out here for Britton. Only a couple lefties in the lineup for me. But we'll see if he ends up sticking with Britton after this. Hard hit to second base. Good speed up the lines. Double play. He's been trying to go that way with Ichiro the whole game. We're going to keep that in mind for later. When Ichiro comes up with a hero opportunity, we will not pitch him up to the outside half of the plate. Yelich brings in a run with a double. Now Arenado pops to center, and Bellinger with 2 outs. Another pop-up. Short left field into shortstop area. Makes the catch. We only give up the 1. Wagner into left center. That's going to fall as well. JT coming up with a pitcher on deck. We will probably keep Lefty Grove in the game since it's only been 5 innings. I believe my bullpen is a little bit tired as well. Somehow that ball stays fair. The runner's at first and second with lefty up. We just have to avoid hitting a double play. We may not swing the bat. Do hit it right back up the middle. I figured if I was going to swing it has to be a pitch up in the zone. Anything low in the zone I was going to lay off of. Pop up from Trout. Okay. We've had, I think, 3 or 4 bases loaded situations in this game so far. Not really done anything with them. Thankfully, we still have the 7 runs, but we could have ended this game long ago. And that's ball 4. We draw a walk with the bases loaded, and it looks like he's keeping Britton in the game. That was a mistake. High and deep for Willie Mays. This is not staying in the yard. Grand slam, we finally come through. We did not blow it this time, although it was 88 miles an hour off the bat. High and deep for Canerco to right center field. Willie Mays is out there. He makes the catch on the line drive. Probably the best swing of the last 3 innings combined. And it's an out. In the 6th, 12-4 game. And first batter goes yard. Rogers Hornsby. Looking for it, got it, did not miss it. We have to put up another 3 runs in the bottom of this inning at least. Unless he puts up even more. Again, this game is on All-Star. We might try to stop the bleeding, put in another pitcher, and maybe try to go for a walk-off in the bottom of the 6th. 3 swings, 3 runs. Might be time to get Kenley in here ASAP. We may end up going all 9 in this game. Trying to go inside to Ichiro here. I know he's trying to take the fastball the other way. We throw an off speed. It's hit pretty hard. Good charge into it. But Trout's got the speed. He's got the defense. He makes the out on the line. And that is only 2 outs, I think. Willie Mays with a charge into center field. That's going to go deep to center for a home run. That one's going to be about 430 feet. I really thought he popped it up, but it was right at the bottom of the zone. One of those bad pitches that just is a little bit unlucky. It was actually 440 feet to deep center. So after an implosion on my end, he is back in this game. It's an 8-12 game, only a 4-run game. Hard hit up the middle. A lot of ground ball base hits in this game for me. That's one of the things I like about Bellinger. He does get a lot of ground ball base hits, but even when he's not hitting the ball in the air, he is productive. High and deep for Sandberg. Another slider for a home run. We were looking for that pitch. We got it, and we heard it. My pitcher spot is up here, but my bullpen is pretty thin. I don't want to take out Kenley just yet. Hard hit up the middle, drops for a base hit. Arnado, the leadoff man, is on. Kenley needed to stop the bleeding. He gives up a base hit up the middle. I thought Wagner took a bit of an odd angle to the baseball. On a good okay below the zone. I've had a few of those myself this game, so I'm not going to complain about that. Oh, I have not had one of these. I may complain about this one. That was kind of gross. We got a 14-9 ball game, folks. Time to get some more guys loose. We have 2 lefties available, 1 righty. Good news is he's still being very aggressive. If we could get some soft contact on the ground, that would be fantastic. Now we start dotting pitches on the corner. As soon as I want to start throwing fastballs off the zone, he throws it right on the corner for me. Here we go with a pop-up. Center field, 1 out. There's way too much action in this game for a nice, relaxing bedtime baseball episode, but that's okay. Hard hit up the middle. My diamond fielder can't make the play. What's going to result in the guy being safe at first base. Probably throw a cutter up and in here. That looks like to be the right decision. And pop out to center field. I believe we only gave up the 1 run. We have given up all 9 runs in the last 4 innings, and it's now a 5-run game. Every time I face Gossage, I put up 3 runs against him, so this is a good sign. Eddie Matthews pulls it down the line. Ball's hooking back fair. I thought he got a no-it-out animation for a second there, but it looked like he was going to go foul. Instead, it does hook back towards the field of play. Ends up being a home run. Despite some ugly swings to get me runs this game, I don't think I've shown you how many foul ball home runs I've had, because there have been quite a few. A lot of my squared up swings this game have been foul balls. Most likely that's a product of just playing on All-Star, after being pretty used to playing on Hall of Fame. Off the end of the bat for Konerko, and that one's going to drop as well. Guaranteed home run after that. Oh my god, that PCI feedback. Might be the worst one of the entire game. Another gap shot. Konerko's going to score here. I said earlier that I score 3 off of Goose every time. It's only been 2 so far. However, walk-off run is at the plate. Dribbler out in front of the plate. He's got a lot of speed. Oh, that would have been so gross if he was safe at first. We do score 1 run? 2 runs? 2 runs. And Kenley's coming out of the game. We'll go to the lefty here. Hard hit to first. It's going to be a double play ball here. Trout manages to hit that home run, giving us another run finally. It's 17-9. We needed that 3rd run off of Goose. I really should have used a lefty here. I know that he's got a couple righties coming up. We don't have many righties for next game now. High and deep to center. Trout's jogging after this baseball. He's got his eye on this one and he makes the out. Another deep fly out for him in this inning. That's going to be 2 outs. And what a game this was. I'm assuming I'm not going to blow a 6-run lead with 2 outs in the 9th, but crazier things have happened. Hard hit from Hornsby. Oh, that was gross. It really didn't look like he was going to make that play. And all of a sudden he closed on the baseball and then I dove. If I was ever going to blow a 6-run lead with 2 outs in the 9th, it would be after a play like that. Another high fly, deep to left field. That's going to be another out. 3 outs on the inning, 27 outs in the game. We do end up taking this one. Somehow Eddie Matthews was the player of the game. 2 home runs, makes sense. Although Sandberg also had 2. Trout had 4 hits. Willie Mays had 3 hits. 23 hits on the game. Gotta be kind of deflating to score 9 runs and not win a game. We do score in every inning after the 3rd. That's a GG right there. Puts us up to 745. And that's it for me, guys. I hope you had a relaxing time. If you're off to bed, good night. Enjoy the rest of work. And I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know if you'd like more of these videos in the future.